Hi friends, let's go ahead. We're going to tap in for a pick a card love reading. We're going to see what is coming your way in love. So go ahead, take a deep breath, tap in with your inner voice and see which pile you feel drawn to. Is it number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? Of course, if you're feeling drawn to more than one pile, you're more than welcome to choose multiples. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We're going to start things off with pile number 1. All right, if you chose pile number 1, this is the Love Oracle of Eden deck that I'm using. I'll also be clarifying with some tarot cards from the Morgan Greer Tarot as we go throughout the reading. So I've already shuffled these cards off camera. We're just gonna start pulling and seeing what is coming your way in love. So we have individuality. All right, so I might be speaking to someone that is single and just kind of doing their own thing at this time, really working on self-development. You could potentially work within like the medical field or doing some sort of healing work. I'm seeing you might have a hard time seeing the caduceus here. It's in black, but that is a symbol of medicine. I heard EMS, okay, so somebody could do that specifically, but you could be a nurse, a doctor, you might even work in alternative or holistic medicine as well. And you might be tatted up here, okay? I can't remember what sign I read for recently, and I was picking up on like a lot of tattoos. I don't know if it was Taurus or Sagittarius. I don't remember. So maybe, one of those signs is in your chart somewhere. But nonetheless, this is a time where you've been really focusing in on the things that make you happy, your own personal goals in life, striving for more success when it comes to your career, your business. Some of you with this caduceus symbol, you may be going through some sort of healing right now, even if you don't work in this line of work. This could be the focus for you at this time, healing your body, your mind, your spirit, by taking this time to just kind of focus on yourself, okay? I could also be talking to a Scorpio. This skull makes me think of the eighth house and death energy. So it could be talking to a Scorpio baby out there. But yes, this is really beautiful. This is something that stands out about you too. Even if you're single, people are very attracted to your individuality. All right. If you're in a relationship as well, this reading can still apply to you. You are someone that is just very unique. You live life outside of like this little box, okay? So you kind of are out here marching to the beat of your own drum, and it is something that is a very attractive quality about you. That is something that's also going to draw somebody in that is on your wavelength. So what could be coming your way in love is someone that is just as much as an individual as you are. You both might be like tatted up or something like that. You don't have to have tattoos for this to be your reading. There could be other aspects of you that are different. I'm getting some of you, you might like dye your hair like really cool colors. Some of you could have piercings. It could even just be in the way that you dress. That's just very different, okay? You're not one that's going to like follow trends and things like that. Look, for my ladies out there, you might not be shopping at Fashion Nova and stuff. No slight to Fashion Nova. They be having some good jeans. I will say that. I've got me a couple good pairs from them. But yeah, you might be someone that's like into thrifting, or you might even like make your own clothes. Or, once again, like you aren't necessarily shopping in the places like that most people shop, fast fashion, Shein, and all that kind of stuff, okay? I get that you might be a little more conscious about the environment as well. And, that is reflected like in the way that you consume like fashion, clothing. You could be someone that's like, look, I don't mind repeating an outfit, I have a good sense of fashion where I can switch it up, I can tweak it a little bit to where it looks like a brand new outfit. Okay. So that's really powerful. I love that for you. Ooh, we also have consistency coming through. So if you've been struggling with, attracting someone that is just like more reliable and they're really present with you, you can definitely be drawing this kind of energy into your life. All right. Uh, I'm noticing like the night and day, the contrast here in this card. So maybe for some of you, this person, what you're drawing in love, they could be quite different from you. So and individuality is expressed in different ways. Everybody doesn't have tattoos or dress quirky or whatever. So, whereas like you might have tattoos or something, well, the other person that you're with, they might not have any tattoos, but they do dress really cool. Okay. So, it might be like different ways that your individuality is expressed. Also, one of you, I'm getting, could have been born in the morning or the daytime, and the other one was born at night. So that might even show up in your temperament. Like you might wake up earlier in the day and be more productive when the sun is out, and the other person might be more productive at night. Okay, so that could be something that's coming through, but nonetheless, they are being represented as a consistent presence. That's interesting. I wanted to say present. So this person could be a gift to you. Okay, just the fact that they are so consistent, it is something that's very maybe rare for you. So this is always a breath of fresh air, dealing with someone that truly just wants to be there. They don't make it seem like you're a chore or you're just another obligation on their to-do list. Like, no, this is someone that is going to want to talk to you on a regular basis. I'm not saying y'all gonna just be on the phone all day, every day. But yeah, maybe even like every day this person will check in with you. Like, how are you feeling? How's your day going? You got anything exciting going on today? I heard what are you reading? Okay, so this person, uh, you might read a lot of books, and maybe they do too. And you guys will have like some really cool conversations about what you're reading. I just saw 7 minutes and 7 seconds on the screen, so 77 can be an angel number for you. Seven is a number of like solitude and reflection. So the both of you might be kind of like introspective in some ways. Even if you're opposites, I get like both of you still have like an introverted side. So one of you in the dynamic could be like an introverted extrovert, and then the other of you is just like introvert introvert. Okay. But it works. It balances itself out. Ooh, we also have sensuality coming through. What's coming your way in love here. So very strong Taurus vibes. I know I was picking up on that earlier because I do feel like I did a reading for a zodiac sign last week, and I was like, man, you're tatted up. Okay, and I think it might have been Taurus, so maybe check that reading out. But yes, someone could have very strong Venusian placements in their chart, Taurus or Libra. And, this suggests that they really enjoy just like the physical existence. Okay, this is someone that doesn't deprive themselves of pleasure and feeling good. Right, so they like to feel good. They're going to want to make you feel good, and I ain't got to get explicit with things, so you can put two and two together. But I think that this person is also going to be like a really attentive lover, like in the bedroom. This is someone that's going to want to make sure that you are taken care of. Okay, so we love to see that. All right. I heard mermaid vibes. So some of you could have like that mermaid siren energy about you, where you're very seductive and you have this ability to just draw people in. I heard your beauty is mesmerizing. All right. Someone could have like really dark skin, and you, girl, you be doing it up with your oils, your butters, and all the things. Your skin just be glowing. Okay. Regardless of your skin tone, though, you are a gorgeous person, is what I'm getting. And this person is going to be very attracted to you on that physical level. And they are going to want to, you know, indulge in those physical senses with you. Now, this could also be someone like they like to go out, have a really nice dinner, have a nice bottle of wine. You know, someone that also likes art. Okay, they could be like a very visual person as well. They could different scents. This might be someone that has like a nice cologne or perfume collection, but I'm really loving the vibes for you guys so far. Let's see what else we have. We're gonna pull two more cards, and I'm gonna start pulling some tarot. So we have empathy coming through. So this is also what's coming your way in love, is someone that really has a big heart. Okay, I was literally just posting about this, and I really don't like ragging on men like that, but I just had some really weird interactions with a few men online on threads today, and it really came down to just their lack of empathy. And it's really a huge turnoff to me when a man is not empathetic. It means that he's disconnected from his heart space, which doesn't make you a good lover boy at the end of the day. It's one thing for someone to have money and success and all of these things, but you know, if you don't have a good heart, none of that shit really matters, okay? But that's not something you guys are going to have to worry about with this person. This is someone that actually has a heart. I heard a heart for the people, okay? So this is someone who cares even about strangers, all right? They might be someone that has a heart for like homeless people and, you know, just people that are disenfranchised and really struggling in life. They might be someone that is into like charity work and volunteering, nonprofit stuff. But they will also have a huge heart for you, okay? Because maybe you have gone through some things in life and you have not ever had someone hold space for you in the ways that you've needed them to. But baby, this person coming through, that's coming your way in love, they are going to be completely different. They are going to be so in awe of just how amazing you are, given the maybe the traumatic experiences that you've gone through in life, the devastation you've gone through, the losses that you've gone through. Like it's almost going to make their heart grow bigger for you. It's almost like they wish, like, damn, I wish I was there to like protect you so those things never happen to you. So I do feel like this person will be your protector. I'm hearing that Beyonce song off Cowboy Carter. Shout out to my girl for winning album of the fucking year. Well deserved. She should have been got it. But yes, like I'm getting for some of you that song on their protector, that could be kind of a thing for you guys. I don't, oh wow, I heard for some of you that might actually be your song for your first dance when you get married to this person. That's really beautiful. I do get like this person has a very tender heart, okay? So I don't know if they're like an artist or something like that. Even if they don't do it for a living full time, it can be like a hobby of theirs. They might be a poet or a musician. I heard the guitar. Someone could play the guitar, all right? But yeah, whatever it is that they do, they are deeply connected to their heart space, and they're going to be deeply, look, in love with you. Oh, look at this. Last card that we have from the Oracle deck is nurture. Okay, so once again, I just keep getting this really strong energy of them wanting to take care of you, wanting you to, maybe experience a little more softness in your life. Because I do feel like some of you have gone through some shit, and maybe it's kind of hardened your heart and your spirit in a way. I get some of you kind of walk around with a hard shell. And it's not because you're even all that hard. It's because you are so soft that you feel like you have to protect yourself, because maybe in the past, people, they did not protect you in the ways that you needed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm picking up on like some intense kind of childhood stuff. I know this is a little sensitive. This might be a trigger warning for somebody, but I get that someone could have experienced like sexual abuse as a child, and the people around you, they couldn't protect you from that, for whatever reason. And my heart goes out to you if you have experienced something like that. And this person is going to be able to hold space for you when it comes to that. Like, when if you at any point, decide to like open up to them about what you experience, um, I get that it's going to break their heart, honestly, that you even went through something like that, because they see you as just being so precious, so just innocent. Like, there's something about them, like seeing like the inner child in you and really wanting to nurture that and care for your inner child. That could be some of the healing work that some of you guys have been doing, like around your inner child and some experiences that you had. I get some of you, you might have been bullied as a kid, like in school or something like that. And this person, if they went to school with you, like they would have stood up for you. They would have been like, hey, like leave them alone. Like, I'll kick your ass. Like, don't bother them. That's the thing with this person too. I'm getting like they're a lover and a fighter. So, they do have a big heart, but they got some fucking strong ass hands too, and they'll fucking mess somebody up, especially over you. So I love this for you all, because I feel like you deserve that kind of, almost like this warrior spirit that wants to come into your life and just make sure you're good. Make sure that you can like live your just soft, beautiful life. Even if I have a man watching this, there could be, whatever you date. I read for same sex, different sexes, whatever, okay? But even if you're a man, I get like your partner, this person that's coming in, they want you to experience more softness as well. And I do feel like men deserve that softness. It doesn't make you feminine or anything like that. But it's just like this world can be so hard on people. And, sometimes it's really just unfair too. So I get like this person, whoever this is, it's like they want to bring in like heaven on earth for you. They want to create that kind of atmosphere for you. Okay. That's really powerful. So this person could also have like houseplants. That is usually like a really good sign too, that someone has like a nurturing quality about them. Like they're good with plants, or they could have like a pet or something like that. Something that's living, right? And they, got to keep it alive and keep it healthy, all right? So that could be why, or a way that they kind of cultivate that nurturing skill. This person will be a great parent, if the two of you decide to have children. They'll be a really beautiful presence in your children's life. A really great role model as well. I love this so much. Let's see what's coming out from the tarot. We're going to get a little more clarity, pile number 1, on what's coming your way in love. Okay, yeah, we have the 4 of Pentacles, where you might be a little closed off right now because you are going through this healing phase. And like I said, you're just kind of focusing on yourself at this time. For some of you, you might specifically be focused on your finances as well. Maybe things have been a little tight for you financially. And you know, you gotta handle your business at the end of the day, right? We out here adulting, we've got responsibilities, we just gotta, make shit happen. So I think that you are definitely in that space of getting some things together on a more practical level. Now, this can suggest too, like I said, that that shell that you have around you, the Four of Pentacles is a card of self-preservation, all right, where you feel like you have to kind of protect yourself because you've gone through some rough things in life, or because you just fucking know how people are too. I'm not even gonna lie. Because most people, like they say, hurt people, and there's just a lot of people out in the world that are just projecting their hurt onto others and causing more pain and things like that. So you have had to develop kind of this defense mechanism, so you're not out here getting hurt all the time. All right, so look, I totally don't blame you when it comes to that. Yep, we've got this Nine of Cups here where you're really focused on yourself, okay? This is a card of being single, the bachelor, the bachelorette, okay? Where you're over here just trying to fill your cup, do the things that make you happy. I love that for you, all right? Definitely take care of yourself. Excuse me. You could be, engaging in some hobbies that really make you happy, hanging out with friends, spending time in nature, shit, watching like your favorite TV shows and stuff like that. But you're really over here just like taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, maybe healing yourself financially and emotionally. We do have a King of Pentacles coming through, all right? Some of you could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could be drawing in this earth sign, all right? Where's consistency? Yeah. So the King of Pentacles is someone who's consistent, they're reliable, they're trustworthy. So this is what you are calling into your life. What's coming your way in love is someone that you can truly lean on, okay? Now I'm hearing that song, Lean on Me When You're Not Strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. So that's how this person feels about you. Like, they know you've gone through some shit and you're not always strong. They see through your tough exterior and the shell that you wear, and they want you to be able to just take the armor off and lean on them. This person literally, I see that they want to hold you in their arms and just like let you cry, okay? So once again, they see your inner child. They see you as the Page of Cups. They're like, oh my gosh, this is the sweetest person that I've ever interacted with in my life. Like, they're just so pure. They're like a fucking angel, okay? That's how this person is going to feel about you. Oh my gosh, this reading is actually overwhelming me a little bit. I'm like, there's just so much love that I'm feeling in my heart. And I do feel like this person, they're going to fall in love with you quickly. They might not express it quickly because they don't want to scare you or freak you out. And they want to make sure too, like, wait, is this what I'm feeling? Because I've never felt this way for someone like so fast. But yeah, like this person is going to fall for you, baby. And it's the innocence, literally, baby. That might be their pet name for you. They're gonna call you baby. Hey, baby, like that's my baby. Like it's so cute. But yeah, they literally think you're like the cutest thing on the planet. So this person is definitely going to fall for you really fast. And when the time is right, they're going to express it. They're not going to be someone that has a hard time expressing their emotions for you. Okay. Like I said, this person can be very artistic. They might end up writing you like love poems, or they could write you songs, or, anything. They could, I get they might paint you, like paint a portrait of you or something like this. This person thinks you're so beautiful, okay? And they're literally just like, I want to immortalize the love of my life, so I'm going to create some art to do that, okay? This is a true lover boy, lover girl, lover them, okay? And I love this for you guys, okay? They could, like I said, be an earth sign, but they could also have some water placements in their chart, which helps them access these deeper levels of empathy that most people, they just don't really tap into. So they could have some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces placements in their chart as well. This could be someone that, yeah, I'm hearing that song, Sarah Bareilles. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Um, I'm not gonna write you a love song. Um, if you ask for it, if you need one, you see. I don't really know all the lyrics to that song, but for whatever reason, it's coming through. But this person is gonna write you a love song. They're not on the Sarah Bareilles type of time. They're like, I'm writing you that love song because I want to heal your heart. Three of Swords. Like, I know you have gone through so much in your life, and I just want to make you feel special. I want to make you feel seen, loved, cared for, valued, all the things, okay? And you might be a little initially kind of reserved with this person because you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck, like, why are you so nice? Like, why do you care so much? And it's because you're not used to people caring for you in this way. But don't close off to this. Like, let them. Now I'm hearing, is that Bow Wow and Omarion, Let Me Love You? I'm hearing that. There's a lot of songs that keep coming through as I'm going through your reading. I just keep hearing a bunch of different songs. So I get this person could heavily be into music. They could be a DJ is something I'm getting. They might make you like a mix or something like that. Oh, that's so fucking cute. You know, or even how we used to back in the day, we would make like CDs for people. Like, I don't know if they'll necessarily make a CD, but they'll make like a playlist for you. I saw a long time ago this jewelry that like has a little scanner code on it that links to a Spotify playlist. So they could buy you something like that as well. Like, it music is really important to this person, okay? But yes, they are definitely going to express their love to you through music, but also just through their presence, through their consistency, through their empathy, through their nurturing, through their sensuality as well. I get that this person, like, when you guys are intimate, it's going to be very healing for you, for the both of you, okay? Then we have this Two of Wands here. This is exciting, guys. I love this Two of Wands specifically because the Two of Wands usually just has one person in it. But this one, we can definitely see there's another hand here holding on to this other wand, all right? So there is someone coming in that is going to like walk this journey of life with you. I don't know if you're meeting them online, like through a dating app or something like that. Some of you, you might like get a reading. Like, I don't know if you get a personal reading or something like that. And, you know, the reader tells you, like, yeah, this is what your person is going to look like, or this is where you're going to meet, or something like that. But, excuse me, I'm getting a little short of breath. I'm still kind of getting over this cold. My chest is kind of feeling tight. Plus, all this heart energy that I'm feeling too. I'm like, oh, let me take a deep breath. Okay. But yeah, you and this person, you're gonna be like making a lot of plans for the future here with this Two of Wands as well. Like, this person does see a really bright future with you, and they're going to be very candid about that, all right? I get for some of you, you might marry this person. Like, 2 months is kind of crazy, but they might know like within the first couple of months, like, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. For others of you, it could be like within 2 years of you dating and being in a relationship, you guys could end up getting married, all right? One of you in the dynamic could actually be a psychic yourself or super intuitive. Maybe you read cards, you're into astrology, or you do scrying, you have like a crystal ball or something like that. This person also wants to help you like develop your intuitive gifts as well. So they could actually like, hey babe, like, can you do a reading for me or something like that? Or if you make spiritual bath or something. Like, babe, can you like make me a spiritual bath or whatever? They're going to be really into like whatever you do on a spiritual level, and they want to nurture those gifts within you as well. Oh my gosh, this reading is so beautiful. So, with that being said, my loves, I am going to wrap up this reading here for pile number one. If this resonates at all, even if you're just excited about it, like I said, for some of you, you haven't met this person yet. You could even be meeting them. Excuse me. I mean, you can meet them whenever. Look, I don't really like to get into timing too much because it can be different for so many people. But there could be something significant here about like the next couple of months or something like that. But all right, my loves, with that being said, I'm going to wrap things up here. Sending you so much love. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, take care. Bye. Hey, pile number two, let's go ahead and tap into your reading here. I'm using the Lover's Oracle for your reading, and I'll also be using the Light Seers Tarot for some additional clarification. So let's go ahead and tap in. So I love these cards. The illustrations are always so pretty. So I'll show you that first, and we'll see what it says on the other side. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. I love that. Okay, so I could definitely be talking to someone that's already booed up. Even if it's like not official, you could be getting to know somebody right now. But there does seem to be an active presence in your life, okay? So you guys could definitely be growing a lot closer here in your connection with each other. Somebody could like Blue, all right? I'm hearing King Cruel's song, Baby Blue. So you might want to check that out for the lyrics. And it's just a beautiful song, one of my favorite King Cruel songs. But yes, I'm also getting the throat chakra here being activated for the both of you. So there can be more open dialogue that is taking place between the two of you that is really helping you to grow closer in this connection. Now, I also get that you guys could be very different because it is through each other that you find the missing pieces. So, one of you could be maybe a little more on the quiet side, the other of could be a little bit more on the chatty side. So it's kind of like you are almost like vicariously living through each other in a way, but also it's giving you the opportunity to kind of develop some newer qualities. That's what relationships ultimately are there for, to teach us to integrate like these different qualities or aspects of ourselves to create a more whole being. All right. So one of you might be a little bit more on the emotional side. The other of you might be more logical. You're actually meant to learn how to be a little more logical while they're supposed to learn how to be a little more emotional. Okay. So, yeah, there can definitely be kind of like an opposites attract element that's going on here. You guys might even have like opposite zodiac signs as well, like Gemini and a Sagittarius, or Cancer and a Capricorn, whatever. It could be any pairing there, but yeah, it might not even be your sun signs. It could be like your moon, your rising, your Venus signs could be in opposite signs, okay? So, with that being said, it's like you guys are definitely on the same spectrum. You're just like on different ends of the spectrum. So, you're actually probably a lot more similar than you think you are. It's just your energies are expressed very differently. But you guys are meant to just like learn from each other, and through this connection, it's meant to make you just more well-rounded. All right. So I really love this for you. Let's look at the next card here. All right, so we see in both of these cards so far, I'm like, there's some nakedness in these cards. I'm like, sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna have to take that off the camera for a minute. But I just saw 333 on the screen, so that can be an angel number for you. It's giving me Empress energy and fertility, okay? Because there's a whole lot of embracing going on. She's literally like straddling him. So you guys might be doing the do here. Somebody gonna get pregnant, okay? So congratulations in advance, mommy. But the Empress is the mother of the zodiac, so that energy is coming through very strong here. Let's see what we've got on the other side. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform, okay? So, maybe there are some things that you and this person have went through recently, possibly some challenges, because I get it, because you are so different. All right, so I am getting a very strong energy of you guys just being opposites in some capacity. And it could be something that's very noticeable. Like people might even be like, "What? How the hell y'all went like end up together?" But it just works, okay? Granted, you might butt heads at times. What couple doesn't? But you guys are meant to be in this connection to really learn and grow with each other. So there could be maybe like a recent argument or disagreement that you had, and it's not meant to be something that breaks you up necessarily. It's something that is meant to allow you to just kind of explore deeper, like what your triggers may be around this topic, any unhealed traumas or unresolved emotions that you have around this specific topic. For some of you, it is a baby, is something that I'm hearing. Someone in this dynamic might have an aversion to having children. And of course, it's within their right. If they don't want to procreate, then they don't want to procreate. But I get for them, it's actually like more of a trauma response. They could have had like a really rough childhood, and it just kind of shut the idea down for them of wanting to have a family. For some of them, like one of their parents could have abandoned the family. For others of them, they might have had to take on more responsibility at a young age, possibly caring for like their other siblings. And, because of that, they're like, I don't think I want to raise kids. I feel like I did raise kids. I raised my damn siblings, like that kind of thing. So that is something, that you guys, you'll be able to work through it. But I do think that there's going to be some unpacking on that person's end, because it does feel more like a trauma response than anything. And we don't want our lives to be governed by our trauma, okay? Not, like, regardless of what that trauma may be. So that could require some patience, that could require some trust here. Maybe not pushing too hard against what this person is just kind of in the space for at this time, what they have the capacity for at this time. Because I am picking up on the fact that they will change their mind, actually, just given some time. All right, so that might be something to just kind of take into consideration if there has been some sort of disagreement. You guys aren't seeing eye to eye on a specific topic. Excuse me, I'm still like this cold. It was more so the cough is just like lingering. Let's move on to the next card. I need to cover her up. Her boobie is out. All right, so I just want to show you the image here. She's looking down at her reflection. So we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. This is what I was talking about with that childhood trauma that someone experienced. Someone resents the fact that they had to grow up too fast. They resent the fact that they had to take care of their younger siblings. They resent the fact that one of their parents abandoned them. And they're very valid. They're valid in what they feel. But we're not meant to hold on to those resentments. I was actually just hanging out with a friend yesterday, and he was like, you read that book, The Four Agreements? And I'm like, yeah. And he kind of had to remind me of it, just with some stuff that I was kind of navigating, my own like childhood stuff. And he was like, yeah, one of the four agreements is to not take things personally. So that might be something that is coming through for someone in this dynamic as well. Maybe you need to check out that book. Maybe you need to recommend it to your partner here. But there does seem to be like some resentment that needs to be let go of so that certain things can kind of move forward within this connection. All right. And I know that's like easier said than done. Someone might need a little additional support, like a trauma informed therapist can be someone that's really good to work with, or looking into somatic therapies where it's combining like bodily physical movements with like the healing process. Someone might explore hypnosis. Okay, there's so many different forms of therapy. You could look into past life regression. Okay, I know a lot of people are just like, I don't need therapy, it's not for everybody, and I personally disagree. I feel like therapy is for everybody, but it's just like what kind of therapy is for you. Okay, and there's so many different kinds, so I do encourage you to explore like the different kinds of therapies that are out there and available to you, and to maybe consider investing into something that can help you work through some of these stagnant emotions, especially if you are dealing with a lot of resentment that is carried like in your heart space. So it kind of keeps your heart closed off. So some of you are needing to kind of like open up a little more. Maybe you're wondering why you have a hard time opening up and embracing certain things. It's because there is some resentment that's kind of blocking the flow of love. All right. So that's definitely something to consider here for those of you that chose pile number 2. Now, let's see what this next card is. All right. So we got this little tree. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. I love that for you. All right. So don't give up with this connection, because I don't know like what happened. If you guys like recently got into an argument or something, and you might be over there feeling like, maybe we're just not compatible. Like maybe this just isn't a good fit for us. But no, that's not necessarily what it is. Somebody just needs to heal, is what it comes down to. So, make sure, and it could be the both of you that need to heal. So make sure you're actively participating in your healing. You can't force your partner to heal. You can pray for them to heal. You can use creative visualization and the power of your mind and your emotions to like focus on them, like healing and going through that process, and what they'll look like, or not so much physically look like, but how they'll kind of show up once they go through some of this healing. Imagine what their healed self looks like. Imagine how their healed self interacts with you, the choices that their healed self makes. Okay, but yes, like there can definitely be a miraculous turnaround when it comes to this connection. So you just gotta believe it. Like I said, your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Trust is coming through very strongly. Maybe you have some trust issues. Maybe they do as well. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be because shit has gone down in your relationship. It could be from past romantic relationships. It could be from, their childhood and feeling like they didn't really have a reliable support system from their parents or something like that. So they didn't feel like they could truly trust their parents, right? So that can all be healed though, and you guys do have the energy of miracle surrounding this connection. Okay, My fucking finger just started itching like crazy. My little money finger too. So for some of you, I don't know if there's like been some issues going on with finances maybe, but that is actually going to take a turn for the better here as well. All right, let's get our last oracle card, then we're going to start pulling some tarot cards. So here again, we see this beautiful couple kind of in this embrace here. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically, okay? So this could be for those of you singles out there. You're like, Danny, I don't have anybody in my life. My love life has been a drought. It's been confusing. It's been chaotic. It's been unfulfilling, all the things. But your perfect match is with you in spirit. You just got to believe it and you got to reaffirm it as well. So even like I was saying, pray for them. You know, use your mind, your creative visualization abilities to, you know, imagine what your life is going to be like with this person. Okay, for some of you, you've already manifested your soulmate. Y'all are together. Y'all are either like dating or you are already in a committed relationship. Some of you could be married. Let's see what's coming through from the tarot for pile number 2. I love these messages so far. For some of you, I'm getting your partner might be like in the military or something like that. So you guys, you know, might not see each other as frequently if they're like stationed somewhere else or they're on a tour. I don't know if that's what it's called. I told you I was picking up on this energy. Somebody's getting pregnant. That might be the miracle for some of you. Maybe you've been struggling when it comes to your fertility, but it won't be for long. There could be something significant about the full moon in Leo coming up. I believe that's February the 12th. So, you know, kind of right around Valentine's Day, you might be having a little sexy time and somebody's going to wind up pregnant, all right? For others of you, it could be something significant about the full moon during Taurus season. So that will be the full moon in Scorpio, but I'm also getting the full moon in Taurus, which will be later this year in Scorpio season. So like those 3 dates are coming through strongly for potential times where you could get pregnant, okay? But I love this for you. Also, somebody has like the mommy wound thing going on, and you guys are actually like healing that through your connection with each other. I'm getting especially for if there's a woman in this dynamic and a man, okay, but it could also be like 2 women involved as well. Like I said, I do read for same sex, so you can just kind of put yourself where you fit in, but I do get like someone in this dynamic has these very nurturing, mothering qualities, and they are, you know, pouring that into their partner, okay, and helping them to heal their mother wounds, okay? So that's some really powerful stuff that we got going on here. Somebody could be dreaming of fish, okay? And they always say, like, you know, when you dream of fish, that means pregnancy. The old wives' tales. So, yeah. Someone could be a Taurus, a Libra with this Empress card. Let's see what else is coming out for pile number 2. Somebody could have locks. I guess somebody could have been born on a full moon as well. I just heard Argentina, very random, so I don't know. Somebody could be watching is from Argentina. Your partner could be from there. Maybe you guys are traveling there or something like that. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. So We do have a bit of defensiveness coming through that does create the blockage, the closed off energy between the two of you. Locks, again, somebody, especially the woman, could definitely have locks. Yeah. And there's going to be a need to kind of work through some of these defense mechanisms. You're very protective of your energy, and it goes back to maybe you being really drained, like as a child, and feeling like you had to grow up too fast, that too many people had to rely on your energy. Even some of your family members, I'm not going to hold you, you might feel like they kind of have the crabs in the bucket mentality, to where you've actually had to be very firm in the boundaries that you've set with your family, because maybe they don't really step up to the plate and handle their responsibilities in the way that they need to. And they're always kind of relying on you to do so. And that gets very draining after a while. So some of you have had to like set some very clear boundaries, like, no, this is how I'm capable of showing up for you. I can't do this, but I can help you in this way. Some of y'all might have literally gone no contact with your family, and you're just like, I'm not dealing with none of y'all. Like, y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Like, as soon as I got old enough to leave, the family home or whatever, I never looked back type of situation. So, yeah, and I totally understand that if you just had that kind of childhood where you felt like you didn't really have much of a childhood as well. So I get why you would kind of be a little resistant to, wanting to connect with your family on a regular basis, and maybe even wanting to start your own family. There's kind of been a lot of resistance around that as well. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords here, because there's a lot of fear that you have, maybe feeling like I'm going to lose my freedom or my autonomy. I'm going to get distracted from my personal goals and aspirations, all of the things. Okay. So there is a lot of fear that you have surrounding, especially like a disagreement that you and your person have had. But for some of you, especially those of you that are single, it's like you're closed off to meeting someone as well, because you are trying so hard to avoid, like, first of all, getting connected to someone, and then second of all, potentially having a family with them. So you're like, I don't even really want to get involved with anybody, because maybe in your experiences, most people do want to have a family, and you haven't really met anybody that doesn't want to. So you're just kind of in a space like, well, I guess I'm just not going to date, because I don't really want to waste my time. I don't want to waste anybody else's time. Okay. But remember, I really feel like this is a powerful message here. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they also distort your perception and cloud your vision. That's what's going on here. Okay, so remember, to see things clearly, you have to let go of the resentment. So some of you, you have to heal some stuff around your family. It just is what it is. You might need to connect with a therapist. For some of you, you might connect with a woman therapist that almost serves as like a surrogate mother to you. The mother figure that maybe you never really had, that you could go to for advice, that would truly support you and allow you to express yourself and all those things. I had a reading for one of the zodiac signs. I think it was Pisces. So you might want to check out that reading. Especially if you have Pisces placements in your chart, or if you're connected to a Pisces, excuse me, or someone with those placements. But yeah, there's definitely some healing that needs to take place around that. Sorry, y'all, I'm like getting a little short of breath doing all this talking. My chest is still kind of congested. See what else is coming through. We'll get a couple more cards and we'll wrap up for pile number 3. I guess some of you could have came from like a really large family. Like, I don't know, there were like 7 kids or something like that. I just heard something about the neighbors. I don't know what the neighbors have to do with anything. I don't know if that was like neighbors of yours growing up or current neighbors that you have right now. Let me see here. So we have this 5 of Swords coming through. So I was picking up on a conflict of some sort that you and this person have been in. And yeah, you know, there is a miracle here that will allow you to overcome said conflict. Okay, so just pray about it. Sometimes we feel like we gotta keep having conversations and rehashing things out, but sometimes we really need to just have more of a internal solo process, okay, where we're like just working through things on an energetic level, on a spiritual level. So, or some of you, there could have been a lot of conflict in the household that you grew up in. There could have been a lot of competition as well. There could have been a lot of confusion, mind games. You know, we got some mental manipulation here that you could have experienced in your childhood. And I'm sorry to hear that, especially, you know, if you had a parent that kind of used certain manipulation tactics, maybe to pit you and your siblings against each other, or even to make you feel a certain type of way towards like your father, you know, especially if you were like raised by your mother, like a single mother. You know, she could have maybe told you certain things to dissuade you from wanting to have a relationship with your father. And that, you know, caused a lot of confusion for you because your father is a huge aspect of who you are. So some of you, I'm getting, you might even be interested in having a relationship with your father now. That could be something that you're now like exploring in your adulthood, because now your mom, she doesn't really have as much say over your decisions anymore. You can do what you want. So yeah, some of you could be deciding like, yeah, like I want to get to know my father for myself and not through the lens of my mother. Excuse me, let me get some water. And granted, your mother, her experience with your father may be perfectly valid, but that's her experience. Like, you know, just because someone maybe isn't a good partner to us doesn't necessarily make them like a bad father. But unfortunately, some mothers can get into that mind state of, well, he didn't want to be with me, so he's not going to be able to be around his kids either. And that's really fucked up, to be honest. It's immature. And I get it, you know, coming from the mother's perspective, there's probably a lot of hurt around that and feeling rejected and stuff like that. But unfortunately, I am getting that storyline where your mother might have kept you away from having a solid relationship with your father. So that could be something that you're healing there, and a miracle that could be taking place for you within that. We also had the Lovers come out here too. Beautiful way to kind of end the reading here. So yes, there is a true match, okay, between you and the person. I feel like I'm strongly reading for someone that is in a relationship already. But for others of you, this is on this card where it's saying your soulmate is with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So you're already like in this union with this person, even if you are single, but in spirit, you guys are together. And it will be just a matter of time before you actually come together in the physical. It could be Taurus season, Gemini season, or Libra season, where you and this person could be connecting if you haven't already. But I love this card as well for those of you that are already with your partner. This is someone that they do love you. It's genuine. This is a good match, okay? Yes, there may be some differences between the two of you, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. As the statement said, through each other, you find the missing pieces. So you come into more wholeness and to a more well-rounded version of you through this relationship. For some of you, I do see this as you finding like the harmony within the relationship with like your father. For others of you, who knows, it could be your mother. If you were raised by your father, your mother kind of was not around. You know, maybe your father kind of implanted certain ideas in your head about your mom, okay? But I do see some of you actually deciding for yourselves, like, no, like, I want to get to know my parent, you know, for myself. So this lover's energy can be harmonizing that relationship as well. I was mentioning, I just see locks here, here, and here. So somebody in this dynamic definitely has locks, okay? I'm also getting Sagittarius vibes off of her little tattoo here. So someone could have that placement in their chart. But all in all, there's going to be some, I'm hearing, is that an Avant song? When we're making good love, okay? So somebody's definitely finna be doing the do. Ooh, I did mention, people always say, don't have unprotected sex around Valentine's Day. We don't need more Scorpios. And I did mention the full moon in Taurus, which is during Scorpio season. So some of you could be having some Valentine sexy time, and you could be having a baby like around the full moon in Scorpio later this year. Aw, that's cute. Okay, look, I ain't mad at it. Like, y'all get it. Get into it. All right. Get into this good loving. You deserve it. All right. So, with that being said, my loves, I'm going to wrap up this reading here. If this resonated at all, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Pile number 3, let's go ahead and tap into your reading. What's coming your way in love? I've already pre-shuffled these cards off camera. I am using the Price of Love Oracle deck, and I will also be using the Om Tarot to clarify. So let's go ahead and tap into it. We're starting off with fate. Okay, so I heard star-crossed lovers, so some kind of Romeo and Juliet vibes. Look, maybe some of y'all got a little family drama, okay? Because just how it was in that particular play, uh, it was about the families, I think the Montagues and the Capulets, maybe. And they were like kind of like rival families, or they just kind of came from different walks of life or something like that. I'm definitely getting that kind of storyline where one of you might come from like rich, famous, or even just like pretty well off, like upper middle class or some shit. And then, even though middle class is kind of non existent now, but and then the other one of you could have kind of had to get it out the mud, okay? And you grew up with more limited resources. So that could kind of be the dynamic that is playing out between the two of you, okay? There could have been something really significant about 2019 is coming through for some reason. I don't know if that's when you and this person met, or if something significant within the relationship happened. Maybe you met this person when you were 19 or something like that. But yes, there is a faded element to what's coming your way in love. Maybe the 19th of February could be significant. Also, 1 plus 9, that would reduce to 10. So that would be a 1. So yeah, I don't know if something maybe within the next month or within the next year could be going down as well. Okay. But yeah, we do have fate. Ooh, that's what's going on here. So we've got a separation which in Romeo and Juliet, like their families did not want them to be together. So that might be a part of the reason why you and somebody broke up, honestly. There might have been some clashing there with the family. You know, somebody's mom could have been in their ear, like, yeah, she's not good for you. I don't know why you want to be with her. You know, somebody daddy could have been in their ear. That nigga ain't shit. Whoop-de woo. I'm like, all right, now, don't y'all let your families get in the way of a good love story here, because at the end of the day, you're not with that person's family, you're with that person, okay? So we're gonna see how this continues to play out here, of course, but we do got a little drama going on in this particular storyline. So it does look like you guys might be in separation from someone. And who knows, maybe even the separation was kind of fated as well. There could be something significant about 26, maybe when you were 26 years old or something like that. But yeah, we do have this energy of not being together is coming through, and I do get that family might be playing a big role in why you and this person are not together. We're getting all of the kind of like fated cards. Even divine timing is very much giving fate as well, okay? So there is, in the way that it's sandwiched here between these two, between or around this separation card. I don't know if you guys are supposed to be in separation. I don't know. I will continue to pull some cards and see what's going on here, but we could definitely have a storyline here where it's just like shit got in the way of this connection. And I just saw 411 on the screen, and we have the number 11 here, so that number can be significant to you all. But yeah, like I really hate to see, when things kind of get in the way of something that maybe is meant to align, but sometimes shit just gets a little weird. There could be something significant about November as well. That could be the time frame where something is going to come together, maybe like this November, all right? But yeah, like this situation has required a lot of patience for some of you. Maybe the two of you needed to go into your separate corners to kind of do some healing, to maybe focus on some personal goals and, just kind of do your own thing, okay? Let's see what else can we... Interference! I'm telling you, I am not wrong. Oh my God. Some of y'all, oh my God, y'all family got in the way. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I heard elope. Some of y'all are gonna get eloped. I do think you're gonna end up getting back with this person, but you're not gonna tell your family that y'all finna go get married and shit. I think you're gonna tell them like when you get back, like, yeah, so I'm married now. And your family's gonna be like, to who? And once you tell them, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, we told you we didn't like that person. But once again, it's not about your family. It's about you and what you want and what makes you happy and who you love, okay? And some of you, your parents, your family is probably miserable, and misery loves company. So, of course, they're going to have you, they're going to try and convince you to maybe settle for a relationship that doesn't really fulfill you. It's not really a true match for you. Because I get, yeah, for some of you, your family might have even tried to like set you up with other people. And was kind of always implanting these ideas, these seeds of doubt in your mind when it came to this person. And I gotta just put it plain and simple, like your family messed this relationship up. But I mean, we have free will, so you do have to take some responsibility as well. You're grown as fuck, you shouldn't allow your family to be making those kind of decisions for you. So I heard backtrack, so some of y'all definitely finna backtrack to this person because you are realizing how your family got in the way. For some of you, maybe it was your friends that were getting in the way. Maybe it was other romantic pursuits. They were getting in the way. Shit, they might have even had some opinions about the person that you were with and everything. And oh, you'd be better off with someone like me or whatever. And I'm like, woo child, y'all got y'all a little messy ass situation going on here, okay? Somebody in this dynamic could be 46. I don't know. I heard a sibling here as well. So for some of you, this could have been like your brother, your sister. They was over there. Shit, I heard dirty macking for some of you. So they actually might have found the person you were interested in attractive. And they was probably thinking like, man, why would they want to be with my siblings? Shit, they should try and get with me or something like that. I don't think they ever like made a move on the person, but instead they dissuaded you from like moving things forward with that person. And it wasn't because the person was bad or anything. It was actually, for some of you, yes. Like I feel like I'm talking to a man for some reason. Like you was fucking with a baddie. You might have shared with like your brother or something like that. Like, yo, like look at her. Like, man, she looks amazing. She's such a cool person. Like, I really think like there's something special here. And your brother might have been like, man, like, she ain't all that. Or they could have been like, psh, why would she fuck with somebody like you? And it might have like cut your confidence down a little bit to where you was like, oh damn, yeah, like why would she fuck with somebody like me? Like, I really don't have a lot going on for myself, or maybe I'm not attractive enough for her. Maybe I don't make enough money for her. Somebody definitely was like dirty macking is something that I'm getting, okay? For others of you, they weren't necessarily dirty macking and didn't, want to be with your person or anything like that. For others of you, they was just hating. I'm gonna put it plain and simple. For some of y'all, this could have been a sister that was hating because she was a baddie. Okay, they was mad like, oh, honestly, your sister probably felt like who that bitch think she is? She ain't cute, like that kind of energy. Just a hating asshole. So some of y'all, and that's the thing with family. Sometimes those connections can be very blinding, and you think like that's your family and they have your best interest, but your family can be your biggest hater. They can be your biggest op too. Because maybe they feel like, well, I don't have a relationship and I don't, have someone that loves me. Why do you deserve to be in love? So y'all better watch out now. Passion, come on. Like, y'all finna get back with this person. And y'all finna be doing the freaky deaky. Y'all nasty, okay? I don't really want to get into all that because YouTube be real sensitive about things these days. But yeah, like within the next 9 days, that's what kind of right around Valentine's Day, some of y'all might be reconnecting with this person, going on a nice date, because I'm seeing the chocolate covered strawberries. So y'all might be doing the whole thing, buying flowers or whatever. I heard a hotel room. So yeah, y'all could be having y'all a little sexy time here. I think that's not passion fruit. That's the dragon fruit. So, look up the symbolism of a dragon fruit. It might be some there. But dragon fruits have a lot of seeds. So I'm getting, that's nasty. Some of y'all might be trying to plant your seed, okay? Because I do feel like for whatever reason, I'm talking to like a masculine that's coming through here. So you might end up getting somebody pregnant, okay? And I'm not gonna hold you. Your family ain't gonna be too happy about it, but oh well. I also, if you do get somebody pregnant, I would keep it on the low, at least for the first trimester, because people's bad energy, negative juju, and some folks be on the real juju. They'll go out and get a spell done or something, so somebody ends up miscarrying or whatever. Like, I would say you need to guard that pregnancy for as long as you can, because your family does not support this connection, point blank, period. If it's not your family, it might be your friends or something like that. And they are just big mad at the fact that you have found some like real passion in your life. That might be something that your family is lacking. Like, for instance, if this is like your mother that has been interfering in this connection, it's because she's not happy in her marriage. She has no passion in her marriage. She probably just been with the motherfucker just because they been together for so long. I just saw 12 minutes and 12 seconds on the screen, so that can be an angel number for you, okay? For others of you, like I said, I was getting a brother. I don't like labeling people karmics, this and that, but it's kind of giving karmic brother vibe. Where your brother has been in competition with you since the day you was born, okay? And I know that's your brother and he loves you, but he got a weird way of showing it. I will say that. But your brother was like really jealous of maybe how much you lit up when you talked about this person. And they was like, damn, like I ain't never met nobody that I felt that way about. So they kind of dissuaded you from getting with a person. They didn't want you to have this passionate connection, this romance, maybe this like fairy tale type of situation that they themselves have never had. Big haters. Ooh, big haters. Let's see what's coming through from the tarot. This is storyline. This is very much some Romeo and Juliet type of shit. I heard a friend is happy, and I'm like, damn, that kind of sounds bad, especially if you got a lot of friends, and it might just be like one friend that's genuinely like really happy and kind of like rooting for you and this person. And that might be the only person you can really trust. Like, if you end up knocking somebody up, don't tell your family. I'm telling you, like, shit, you might not damn near tell them until the baby is born. Because you don't want it to cause any complications, like with the pregnancy and stuff. Because people be out here on some fuckery, for real. Like, yeah. I be doing my magic and shit, but I ain't never done no shit to hurt anybody, to break anybody up. But people do be doing stuff like that. For some of you, your family could have went as far as to have a practitioner do work to break y'all up. But for most of y'all, I'm getting it's just like they were planting seeds of doubt into your mind. I heard making it seem like your person was gonna like cheat on you or something. It's weird. It's almost like your family doesn't feel like you're good enough for this person. And that's really sad, actually, because it's like, why are they looking at you like kind of like you're nothing? That's weird. So some of you have like a lot of karmic family members. Maybe, I don't like to pathologize too much. I'm not a psychiatrist, but some of y'all could have like a narcissistic mother or something like that. Father, brother, shit. Maybe the whole goddamn family is narcissistic as fuck, and you the only empath in the family. The only person that's, you know, genuine and operates from the heart and shit like that. It's almost like you was born into the wrong family, but usually that's how that works. You kind of like the black sheep of your family. Okay, let's see what's coming up with the tarot. We got a Four of Swords. Yeah, you and this person might not be talking. You're, excuse me, at a distance from each other. You could be like resting, retreating. You might be healing some stuff yourself as you guys have kind of gone into your separate corners here. But yeah, I do get like communication is either non-existent. It's probably non-existent for most, but it could be very limited if you guys are in communication. This is a man on this card too. I do feel like for whatever reason I'm reading for a man, okay? But I read for everybody, so this would definitely be a woman watching this reading too. But if you were the woman, I get that the man that you was with, baby, his family did not like you. They might have smiled in your face and acted like they did, but they did not like you. And you probably felt it. One thing, women, we be knowing what's up. Like, so you might have even felt like kind of gaslit by your partner because you was like, yeah, like, I don't think your people fuck with me like that. And your partner's like, nah, like, they really do. But your partner was kind of blinded to the fact that that was their family. And, you know, they didn't want to accept the fact that their family is just, like, karmic as fuck. and they're like dysfunctional and toxic, and they don't really want to see them happy because they're not happy. Like I said, misery loves company. Ooh, child, what a reading. 10 of Wands. Yeah, y'all done let the damn connection go. Shit, you was looking at this connection like it was karmic when really it's your family that's the karmics. Or a friend group or something like that. Man, it's a whole lot of like burdens here. This is kind of a heavy situation. I'm not even gonna lie. Excuse me. Yeah, getting this masculine over here because this is a feminine here. So now that you two are separated, this feminine has a lot on her plate that she's kind of holding down on her own, being single. I don't know if the two of you lived together at one point or had joint, you know, finances, assets, things like that. But in breaking up, it's like, oh, now this feminine's got to do everything on her own. Which, you know, she's handling it. She's doing what she has to do, but she's stressed out and definitely burdened by it all. And then over here we have the masculine that is doing pretty well for himself. He's having to juggle quite a bit when it comes to finances. You know, the masculine might have 2 jobs, you know, 2 different sources of income or something like that. Also just like balancing like different responsibilities. I just heard I'm trying to please everyone. I'm trying to please everyone. So I'm not going to hold you, masculine. I got to call you out. You're coming through as a bit of a people pleaser. And there's just no way that you're going to make everybody happy. You have to be willing to upset some people. You have to be willing for some people to not like your choices. You have to be willing for some people to just not like you. You know? And I know that can be a tough pill to swallow, especially for those of you that are the black sheep. You're typically the one that's trying to seek the acceptance and the validation of your family more than anyone else because you're so different. But fuck them. You shouldn't be doing that. They should be trying to seek your acceptance. You're the one that's actually upright in heart, is what I'm hearing. They're not. So it's like, you hanging around swine. It's like what they say, don't cast your pearls to swine or some shit. Like some of y'all are hanging around in the mud and the dirt and shit, all them germs and stuff with swine. Like, and you supposed to be out here squeaky clean. Some of y'all got to stand up to your family. It just is what it is. 7 of Wands. You're going to have to set some really strong boundaries with your family. Like, yo, this is what it is. I'm finna be with this person, whether you like it or not. It's not about you. They make me happy. We have a good relationship together. We have a nice life together. You know, this is a person that I see like being in my future, you know, long term, all the things, you know, whatever it is that you want. You're going to have to stand up for yourself. You're going to have to stand up for this relationship. You're going to have to stand up for this person. You know, some of y'all might have been letting way too much shit slide with your mama in your ear, you know, telling you this and that. You should have been told your mom, yo, mom, with all respect, you're going to have to shut the hell up because that's not what we're doing here. You're not finna disparage the woman that I'm in a whole ass relationship with, whoop-de-woo. Your mom, for some of you, your mom is jealous. Okay, your mom is jealous and she feels like she doesn't want to lose you because she knows how passionate you are about this woman. And she feels like, man, once you really get locked in with her, there's not really going to be a lot of room for her. Especially if you do a lot financially for your mother. And she knows once you get married and have your own family, your money's finna primarily be going to your family. But your mom, I heard she needs to grow up. She's kind of stuck in like being a child or something and thinking that it's all about her. For some of you, you are actually the parent in the relationship more than your mother is. You know, for some of you, this might be your father or something like that. But I'm getting like a son and a mother dynamic where you have been adultified and parentified since you were a young kid. You know, while your mom has been out here acting like she the damn kid. Some of you are going to have to stand the fuck up, drop your nuts, baby. That's what you got them for. You know, clear your throat, put some bass in your voice, and say what it is. All right? Look, because that's how the interference stops, is you setting these boundaries. You know, I get some of you, you should be proud. Like, I don't know if you have at any point felt ashamed of this connection and this relationship. And it's mostly because of the influences that you've had in your ear. It's not because you really feel that way. I think you are really proud to be with this person. But you've kind of cowered in the face of, you know, popular opinion, you know, or the common consensus amongst your family or your friends. Because you don't want to feel like the black sheep. Because you felt like that your whole life. And you're just like, for the love of God, I just want to fit in somewhere. I want to feel accepted somewhere. You are accepted with this person that you're in separation from. This person that you have all this passion with. That's your home. That's the family that you've been looking for. You know, that you're unfortunately, you just not going to find in your family. And that's just how some people's families are. It just is what it is. You know, even a person you're with, they might be the black sheep of their family. And y'all were meant to cross paths so the two of you can build your own family, right? And finally experience the true love and acceptance and the freedom to just be you. Damn, like, I don't feel it, but I just heard I want to cry. Like, I don't know if that's you to the masculine I'm talking to, or the woman in the dynamic, whoever, but somebody in the dynamic want to cry. And nigga, cry if you need to. I always say real niggas shed tears. They do. Like, bruh, it's heavy being a man. I don't know fully because I'm not a man. I know it's heavy being a fucking woman. But I know just the pressures of a man. Y'all got some different pressures than women have. And it gets heavy. Some of y'all need to let that shit out and have a good cry. Come on with the star. Ultimate wish fulfillment. You could view this person as a star. You might feel like, God damn, like she's so beautiful. Just the way she just shines her light. She's fucking different as hell. Like, she just be kind of doing her own little thing. She's so authentic. She a little weird, okay? So she might be a little weird, and your family might have been, you know, kind of talking shit about her. Like, yeah, that bitch weird. Yeah, that bitch loopy. Whatever the fuck. Stop letting your people, don't let people dog out the person you love. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. You know, and some of y'all need to stand up for this person and protect the star. You're the star too. What did I say earlier? Star-crossed lovers? I'm telling you, there's some Romeo and Juliet type shit. But it ain't gonna end like Romeo and Juliet with them fucking, what, they killed each, or, you know, committed suicide or something. But they had like a shitty ending, basically. But that's basically, okay, I'm reading that as a metaphor of them committing suicide. You and this person not being together, if y'all decide to like not get together again, it's literally like, it's gonna be like suicide, basically. Like, you might go on and meet someone else and marry someone else and have a family and all these things, and they might do the same. But always in the back of both of your minds, y'all are gonna be like, damn, like, I really miss like being with my person. You know, I basically just had to settle for second best because I was kind of too scary to like stand up to my family. I heard for some of you to separate from your family, because that might be what it comes down to too. Like, you might not go full no contact with your family, but there might be very clear boundaries to where you're not around them as much. And they're gonna know why, and they're gonna blame your partner. You're taking him away from us. No, not really. Like, you're just recognizing like your family's on some bullshit. And you don't want to be around that shit. You want to be around people that are uplifting, that are inspiring, people that are living in their truth, people that are authentic. You know, not people that are nice, nasty, they smile in people's faces, but behind their back, they dogging them out. That's not what this person does. This person is very real. When they don't like somebody, shit, they'll let a motherfucker know. I don't like your ass. Or in their actions, it'll be shown. Like this could have been someone that didn't really want to be around your family like that. Because they already knew what was up. Like they may have, you know, when they were around, they were respectful or whatever, but they ain't really fuck with them like that. Because they already knew. They was sensing it. Like, you know, that little nice, nasty shit. Like, oh, whatever. These hoes smiling in my face, but I know they be talking shit about me. Especially this could be somebody with a platform of some sort. And they get a lot of attention. You know, that could have been something that your family was hating on. Ooh, who that bitch think she is? She thinks she famous or some shit. She thinks she's special. Nah, she don't think she's special. She is special. Like, it's literally in her existence. She ain't even trying. She just being who she is. And people flock to her because people like authenticity at the end of the day. You know, and your family out there wondering why don't nobody want to be around their ass, really, because they're not real. You know, they sit around gossiping, acting like they fucking TMZ or some shit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that shit. Woo, this is a message. For some of y'all, this person could be a dancer. Even if they don't dance, I can get, there's no such thing as a body of a dancer. Anybody could dance, but I don't know. There's something about dancing. Like, you might like the way that this person dances. For some of you, this could be like an Aquarius. But yeah, like this is your wish come true, is to have like maybe a passionate reunion with this person. Go for it. Like fulfill your wish. Don't let it be a Romeo and Juliet story. Let it be something else. You know, whatever your names are, you know, shit. Like this is y'all love story. Don't let nobody define that for you. Don't let nobody tell you what your love story is gonna be. You go out there and you create your love story. There is like healing with this star card that can take place between the two of you. And y'all gonna have to be really very real with each other though. You might have to have some uncomfortable conversations in addressing the interferences that have caused this relationship to crumble. But you can build it up again. Build it up on truth. Build it up with some stronger boundaries. Build it up with a whole lot of motherfucking passion too. All right, my loves. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this reading here. If this resonated at all, please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye. Pile number 4. Let's get into this. Okay, so what is coming your way in love? We are using the Romance Angel Oracle cards, and I will be using the Mahogany Tarot to clarify. Okay, so let's go ahead, tap in, see what's going on. So, excuse me, y'all. Still getting over this little cough. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, so you might be kind of in the earlier stages of getting to know somebody. You know, maybe you're just kind of dating right now, talking to someone. Now, for others of you, you know, maybe you've been involved with someone a little longer, but you are kind of just getting to know each other on a much deeper level. All right. For some of y'all, I'm cracking up at her little friend over here. Her face is like, nigga, please. um, so you could have a friend that's like very, just kind of skeptical. And I do think she means well. I think she's like really protective of you. But I also think that, sometimes she might negatively sway you. So I would just be a little mindful, okay? Because this might be someone that, I heard perpetually single, and that's not a judgment, but when you don't really be in relationships with others, you have like a very short fuse. You're just like really impatient with people. So you can also be like really quick to like cut someone off. I heard undermine someone as well. So just be mindful. I don't think this is a bad friend per se. I think she kind of got a lot of her own stuff going on and she be kind of projecting it onto you. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to have a conversation with her and shit hurt her feelings or nothing, because I think you saying that will probably hurt her feelings. But yeah, like don't let maybe her reservations influence you in any kind of way. Okay, get to know this person for yourself, basically. So that could be what you're doing, because I see her body language, she the one that's getting to know him, and she's like, okay, he cute. I think I like him, that kind of situation. And then you got your homegirl like, girl, please, like, he ain't all that. So yeah. Like I said, I don't think it's like malicious or anything like that, but I think this friend has a tendency to project a lot. So we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. I just saw 3 minutes and 3 seconds on the screen. 33 can be an angel number for you. It's also giving me Empress energy. So you might be very attractive right now. You look really good. You've got this glow about you. Your skin popping, your hair popping, your outfit's cute, you smell good, all the things, okay? So you're definitely drawing someone in. For some of you, this could be someone that you have spent past lives with. Now, for others of you, this could literally be excuse me, a connection from the past, okay? That is being highlighted here. So we'll continue to see what's coming up. But there's a really strong magnetic attraction between you and this person. There's a whole lot of passion here. This person makes you like feel really feminine is something that I'm getting. And I get like maybe you do kind of have some like more headstrong qualities about you. I could be talking to like a fire sign or maybe an air sign, where you can kind of come off as quote unquote a little more masculine. But this person like really puts you in your feminine energy where, you know, you be getting all giddy around them. You get a little flustered. You're a little bashful. They might make you a little nervous. And that might not normally be how you are. So it's just something about the way this person's energy, like it's just so strong. And I heard self-actualized. So this can be a man that not only is doing well for himself financially, but this is a man who really knows like who he is, okay? So I don't know if it's Maslow's hierarchy. It might be something else, but I just remember the dating coach Anwar, he was talking about this. And he said most women kind of get stuck in dating the men that look good on paper, essentially. Like, oh, he got a college degree, he got a good job, he got a house, he got a car, but he hasn't really worked on himself as a person. So he still kind of falls short in the realm of relationships because he hasn't really done a lot of self-development just on who he is, like his personality, his character, okay? But I get some of you are dealing with a self-actualized man that he has done essentially the inner work. This could be someone that has gone to therapy or someone that is like really spiritual. They've kind of done some healing work on themselves. This is a really solid man, like at his core, that someone has. This is someone that has very strong values, very strong convictions about like what's right and what's wrong. And then on top of that, he got money, okay? So pile number 4, you done found yourself the self-actualized man. That's the man that really everybody is striving for, or would ultimately want in their lives. I mean, some people, they're okay with just having the guy that looks good on paper, but I know I'm not. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So this person might have done the healing work around their family issues, the mommy wounds, the daddy wounds, all of that stuff. Maybe you have been doing some of that work here too, okay? And you and this person in a past life, you guys could have had a family together, all right? Maybe you had a child, possibly a son together. And who knows, history might repeat itself and you might end up having a son with this person here in this lifetime as well. But yes, there is this energy of, really releasing the past, releasing the weight and the burdens of, past traumas and unresolved emotional wounds, all of that stuff has been addressed, okay? So this is just further emphasizing, like I said, that you are connecting with someone who is self-actualized. Sorry about that, y'all. My dog was doing the most. But look, I don't know if somebody in this dynamic has a dog or something like that, but yeah, as I was saying, this person has definitely like been doing the inner work to heal these family issues. Let's see what else we have coming through. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right. So this is, remember what's coming your way in love. So, maybe in healing whatever these family issues are, you are going to be able to free yourself. The person that's coming in for you, they're kind of going to hold up a mirror to you in so many words and really, I heard, expose maybe some of your blind spots and, maybe certain habits that you have. I heard shutting down. So you might have a habit like when things get a little heated or conflict happens, some of you might like just literally just shut down. You turn off. It's like you don't really know how to work through conflict, to like communicate through that in a healthy way. So this love that is coming your way is going to teach you, how to kind of talk through things, all right? How to maybe like, yeah, maybe sure you do need to emotionally regulate yourself. Like, hey, babe, like, can you give me like 30 minutes that I need to myself to just kind of emotionally regulate myself? And then we can talk about, whatever is going on. So they're going to kind of teach you different habits or practices that you can have to help you guys navigate just the challenges of relationships. There is no relationship that is perfect. Even platonic relationships, familial relationships. Once you master the art of conflict resolution, you are really like on your A game when it comes to just being in relationships, okay? So some of you are being invited through this connection, through this love that is coming your way, to master the art of conflict resolution. I think you have a tendency to like literally close yourself off, kind of like this unicorn. I don't know, you could have like a unicorn spirit about you, something that's like really different, mystical, magical. You might be a little woo-woo or whatever. Even this person, they could look at you like, wow, like you ain't no regular horse or nothing, a regular stallion, out here. You a damn unicorn, okay? But, this unicorn has kind of isolated themselves as well. So some of you, maybe growing up, you were very isolated. You kind of spent a lot of time by yourself, maybe in your room, doing whatever you do, reading, writing, watching TV, making art, whatever you would be into as a child. And I think you guys have just gotten so used to like being on your own. I'm getting some of you are hyper independent. Okay. That could be a trauma response of yours that you're having to heal, around those family issues, maybe feeling like your parents didn't really show up for you or support you in the ways that you needed, that they didn't nurture or parent you in the ways that you needed. Some of you might have felt like, damn, I kind of had to raise myself in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's just like you just different. Even your parents, I don't think they meant harm. I think they even saw you as being maybe more self-sufficient than your other siblings, if you had any. Maybe those siblings needed more attention. I heard like a behavioral disorder. So, maybe you had a sibling that had some behavioral stuff going on. So they had to get a lot more of the attention from your parents, whereas you know how to behave. You know how to, you know, handle your responsibilities, do what you need to do. So they might have been a lot more hands off with you, but that can sometimes translate into feeling neglected, okay? So some of you might have felt that way, that your parents just, as a child, you feel like, damn, they just don't care about me. They don't really fuck with me like that. They don't like me. Shit, do they even love me? And they do. It's just they loved you in a different way than maybe they loved like your siblings or something like that. And I'm sorry, I don't want to invalidate your experience or your feelings at all, but I'm just trying to provide a perspective that can maybe help you break through some defense mechanisms that you have or some of these trauma responses that you have, like I said, especially in being maybe hyper independent and feeling like you can't rely on other people, that nobody's really going to show up for you and support you. Some of you might have a hard time asking for help, all right, because you're just so used to always figuring things out by yourself. And the love that is coming your way is going to give you permission to ask for help, to receive support. Some of you, I was picking on like you're kind of more, and I know like we're trying to get out of these like really binary terms and shit, but whatever the fuck. This is the language that I have surrounding this at this time. So please do not take offense. But I do get that you are kind of more masculine, okay? You're independent, you're self-sufficient, you take action and initiative, you get the job done, you're disciplined. That's who you are. And you even maybe have the ability to kind of take care of others and make sure they're good. It's almost like you a little daddy or something like that, but you're like a woman. But some of y'all is y'all calling in Big Daddy, okay? The man that is going to allow you to get into Big Mama energy, right? Where you can receive and you can get the help that you need. You get the support that you need, right? We have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you, all right? So definitely, excuse me, in getting to know like whoever this person is, make sure that they're on the up and up for real. Because, as passionate as this connection can be between the two of you, as strong as the chemistry is, there could be certain things that maybe they still need to work on as well. I do feel like that is why the Healing Family Issues card is coming through. Maybe they need to do some work around forgiving their parents. I heard too dismissive. So that might be a red flag for some of you that you need to be mindful of. If somebody is like too dismissive of your feelings, your experience, or even if you have like a problem that you're bringing to them and they just like deflect and like, no, like that's not what it is, and That's a red flag. You know, someone that's not willing to be like self-reflective, to hold themselves accountable. So, you know, that might be something that you need to be mindful of within this connection. Or for some of you, you know, you might be just dating and kind of getting to know some different people, but somebody might have a tendency to deflect. And we don't need that. That could have been a part of your healing family issues. Maybe that was a dysfunctional pattern that you saw within one of your parents or even both of them, that they lack the ability to be self-reflective, that they lack the ability to hold themselves accountable, that they lack the ability to consider someone else's feelings. Okay, so you know, you definitely don't need to repeat your childhood if that's something you have experienced. You need to make sure that you're looking for people that they're not going to take your constructive criticisms to heart. They're not going to internalize them or personalize them. Yes, they're going to do the work of self-reflecting and acknowledging, like, okay, like, I see what you mean, and you're right, I can do things a little differently that way. You know, it's more healthy for us, and I'm willing to make those changes, right? Let's see what's coming through in the tarot. Okay, we have the Hermit here. So you might be kind of in this space too where you're trying to figure out like what's the right path for you when it comes to love. You know, maybe some of you have been spending a little more time to yourself, doing some of that inner work, that self-reflection. Maybe you've been journaling a lot, just kind of spending some quiet time with yourself to really gain clarity about, you know, what kind of relationship you want to be in, what kind of person you want to be with. For some of you, this could be the person that you're getting to know. They might be a bit of a hermit, someone that's typically a little more to themselves. They might need a lot of alone time. But for some of y'all, that might be a bit of a red flag, you know, especially if you are desiring more connection, more presence in your relationships. Then yeah, you have to consider, like, does that really work? Is that truly compatible with what I'm looking for? You know, especially if you grew up feeling like, yeah, well, my parents, they didn't really spend too much time with me. So, you know, you might not want to have a repeated situation in a romantic relationship where someone's like always really needing to spend time with themselves, and it's like they never really have any time for you. Of course, there's a balance with that within any relationship, but some people truly just like are not available for a relationship. So, you know, that might be something you're trying to determine here if you are dealing with this hermit individual. They might be a Virgo or have like those placements in their chart. This could be someone that's also maybe a little older than you. They might actually like be graying. They could have like salt and pepper hair, beard, you know, all that stuff. Let's see what else fell out here. The Page of Wands. I was picking up on a fire sign. So yeah, I could be talking to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But there is a lot of passion here between the two of you. And you're someone that's like really interactive. You're very engaging. You're curious. You want to connect. So, you know, you could be wanting to make sure that you're matched up with somebody that has that same spark for connection as you do. Some of you might even be dealing with like a fire sign as well. Maybe the fire sign with like Virgo placements in their chart. Let's see what else is coming out for pile number 4. Yeah, no. That's too many cards. Hold up. Hold up now. Okay, that works. All right. Well, somebody wants a commitment with this Ace of Pentacles. You know, this could be you. You're kind of vetting people to see like who really fits into the picture as being commitment worthy. Page of Pentacles. Somebody is an earth sign in this dynamic. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo energy is coming through really strong. We got the Magician here as well, which is like a Virgo placement. So I don't know, somebody got like a Virgo or something. But yeah, I feel like y'all have options, really. You could be getting to know an earth sign. There could be a fire sign here on the table as well. Because this Two of Pentacles can be you having to decide, you know, between these two different choices that you have. Now, you know, also pay attention to how much space someone can make for you. That Two of Pentacles can be someone that has a lot going on, and they really might not have a whole lot of room to be present in a connection. And, you know, I wouldn't recommend exploring that any further, honestly, if you know what you're looking for. And if you want someone that is more available. Now, for some of you, there could be a commitment that is being offered. Somebody could come through like with a gift. Now, be mindful, you know, some people, they kind of use gifts to placate or whatever. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just buy you something and that makes everything better. And it's like, no, we didn't really talk about the issue. We didn't work through this. So just be mindful that someone's not using that as like some sort of manipulation. Because I am getting that, you know, someone in this dynamic, they just got a lot going on. They have a lot on their plate. And it's like, damn, are they really going to be able to make room for me? This could also be someone that's very up and down in their emotions as well. And you might need a little more stability. Hell, you might be focusing on your stability as well. There's just a whole lot of pentacles on this table so far. So, you know, this might be a time where some of you are getting ready to start a new job. You're getting ready to go into training, learn this new skill. You are expanding your resources here with the Magician. You might find yourself in a position like, damn, do I have enough time, you know, to be in a relationship right now? I'm really busy with work and kind of learning this new gig and everything. Oh, you really got to know yourself though. But also, you know, people, they make room for what they want to make room for. And if a connection is special enough to you, then, you know, you'll make room for that. But some of you could definitely be in this process of freeing yourself from like these past life connections, anything that is resembling your childhood dynamics and certain things that you experience, you might be like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to continue to put my inner child through feeling like neglected or feeling unimportant or, you know, whatever the case may be. I heard you're making yourself a priority. All right, so I get this is a really interesting storyline because y'all might have some options. So I'm not gonna hold you. And one of these options coming your way, I do think you're going to be turning down. You're going to be recognizing like, no, there's some red flags there. I don't really want to do that. But, you know, another one of these options, you might be like, okay, you know, I'm willing to explore this. I'm willing to make space for this, integrate this into my life. So I would say to just kind of take your time. Definitely, you know, get to know people, make sure that you're vetting them properly. Because I do feel like we have multiple past life connections. So you might even be dealing with like a couple of different people right now. And yeah, y'all all have like this past life connection, but that doesn't mean that you're going to choose to be with, you know, everybody here in this dynamic. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to be weighing up the pros and the cons here with the Two of Pentacles. Like, what's a deal breaker for you and what isn't? And I mean, I definitely encourage you to choose the option that is more stable, more grounded, more available, more present. And in the meantime, in between time, get your money too, because it does look like you're really focused on your pentacle at this point as well. Maybe even focus on, you might have a business or some creative endeavors that you're working on. And the right person, they're going to just kind of, you know, they'll fall into place. They'll fit into your life effortlessly. Because people, they make time for who they want to make time for. So if there's someone that's not making that time for you, then I would just kind of read that as, you know, them not being interested, not being available for what you're wanting. But the people that do make time for you, then yeah, you know, I think that's something that's worth exploring. And there could be somebody coming in that's wanting to prove to you, like, yes, I do want to make some time for you. All right, pile number 4. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this reading here. If this resonated at all, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.